I showed this one last week. This is the average family health premiums since 1999, basically 25 years. The blue line is showing adjusted for the actual government CPI number, and the red line is what's actually happening in the real world. So inflation adjusted, it should have gone up 92%, but in the real world, it went up 365. Now, the reason this is happening, of course, is because the government lies about the true inflation number. So what you can look at is something called ShadowStats. There's a website. This isn't somebody just plucking numbers out of thin air. All it is ShadowStats is using the old methodology of calculating CPI, and you can benchmark it and then track it forward. So in this case, this is 1990. All they're saying is if we use the same methodology that we used in 1990, the inflation rate wouldn't be 4% like the government is saying, it would actually be 8%. And this is essentially what they're doing. The government is not actually just plucking numbers out of thin air. They're not just making it up. But what they are doing is they're reshuffling the weightings of certain things, overweight certain things, underweight others. They can exclude or include different things. And along the way, they are actively changing the way CPI is being calculated to make it look good because, of course, politically, low inflation is good. Now, I'm also not saying that, Trump's doing this and Trump's terrible. Biden does this. Obama did this. They all do this. There's political incentive to keep inflation numbers low, even though we all know in the real world, inflation is way higher. Again, we could run this for housing. We could run it for education, for energy costs, the electricity bills. Everything is way, way more than the actual inflation rate. And everybody knows it, right? But this is a shameless plug, so forgive me, but there is one place where inflation is not an issue, and this is another chart that I wanted to show. This green line, this is my VTS annual subscription price. I have never raised my price. So we launched in January 2012. It's $849 US. That's what it's been. If we use the government inflation numbers in red, inflation says my price should be $12.18. But if we use ShadowStats numbers, which again, like I'm saying, that's actually the real inflation rate. This is why everybody feels so poor, because the government's saying you're here, but the actual real world experience of everybody is all the way up here. So ShadowStats says it should be 2,100. I've always taken the perspective that, of course, I like money as well. Who doesn't like money? Who doesn't want to grow their income more and more? I've always taken the perspective that I will grow my income by providing a better rate of return, by improving the service that I provide, by adding courses and adding education, not just fleecing current subscribers by trying to constantly keep up with inflation. I've just made the decision that if my income's going to grow, it has to be for the right reasons. It can't just be because I turned around and say, well, the whole world's expensive, so there you go, your subscription's doubled. Everybody's grandfathered in. The day you sign up, your price will never go up. So in my opinion, this lying of the inflation number that the government has been doing for years, again, I'm not saying this is only a Trump thing. They've been doing this forever. This is a real problem. And it does mean that, 10, 15 years from now, $849 a month or a year, that might feel like a can of Coke. I mean, the way we're going with trajectory and inflation, you never know. So little shameless plug there, but also a lesson. Make sure you're monitoring ShadowStats as well. If you're looking around at your budget and you're thinking, what's going on? The government's telling me that prices are stable, but I seem to not make ends meet. That's why. It's just a restructuring of the basic methodology to make it look good so that they can get reelected. It's really not a big mystery. For full-length videos and to ask your questions in our public live streams, make sure you're subscribed to the main VTS YouTube channel. And of course, claim your free trial to the VTS community either down in the description below or on my website. Come join the VTS community and start growing your wealth the right way.